Hello everyone, my name is Aidel Tiveros, and today who I have here with me is my brother and my mom. Please wave. And for today's topic of the discussion is going to be about why zoos should be replaced with animal sanctuaries. I'm going to show you guys the outline. That's my outline right there. Now I'm going to show you the presentation that I have, how should I say this? Made for us. Alright, beyond the bars. Reimagining wildlife protection. Why zoos should be replaced with animal sanctuaries by me. The illusion of conservation. Millions of us visit zoos annually, believing our ticket price supports animal welfare. We look at the enclosures and tell ourselves the animals are safe, fed, and happy. But is this the reality or a carefully created illusion? Behind the glass, many animals suffer from the profound stress of confinement. As people who deeply care about wildlife, we must ask the difficult question: does our support actually protect these creatures, or does it perpetuate a system of deprivation? The hidden cost of captivity. Research from animal welfare organizations and scientific studies reveal the dark reality. Zoos often compromise the physical and psychological well-being of their inhabitants. Psychological stress. Animals frequently experience boredom, frustration, and lack of autonomy, leading to several mental distress. Like sometimes I be seeing videos of animals just like look lifeless on display. Stereotypic behaviors. Large mammals often develop abnormal repetitive behaviors like pacing, swaying, or self-harm, known as zoochosis. Health declines. Desperate veterinary care. Many species in captivity live drastically shorter lives compared to their wild counterparts. A habitat built for viewers, not residents. Artificial limitations. Zoo enclosures rarely replicate the complexity of natural habitats. They are designed primarily for visitor visibility rather than animal comfort. The limited space prevents animals from exercising critical natural instincts like hunting, roaming vast distance, or socializing in complex family structures. Restricted roaming. Elephants walk up to 50 miles a day in the wild. In zoos, they are confined to acres. Loss of agency. Animals cannot choose their mates, food, or daily activities. The zoo chooses it for them. Debunking the conversation myth. Zoos frequently justify their existence through conversation claims. However, the data suggests that true conversation happens in the wild, not in a cage. Captive breeding failures. Animals bred in zoos are almost never released into the wild. They're just kept. They lack essential survival skills such as hunting or navigating natural predators. Most breeding programs exist solely to maintain the inventory of captive populations for display, rather than restoring wild ecosystems. True notes. This is something to note down. True conversation focuses on protecting ecosystem, creating wildlife corridors, and fighting poaching, efforts that have greater impact than exhibition. The sanctuary solution. Animal sanctuaries offer a humane and effective alternative that aligns with ethical wildlife protection values. For example, prioritizing needs. Sanctuaries focus strictly on animals' welfare, not entertainment or profit. Another one is no exploitation. Animals are not bred for display, sold, or forced to perform or interact with visitors. They just roam freely, as an animal should. The last example is natural autonomy. Environments are designed to mimic nature, giving animals the freedom to just be animals. From exploitation to rehabilitation, a place of healing. Sanctuaries serve as a refuge for the forgotten and the abused. Many residents are rescued from circuses, the illegal wildlife trade, roadside zoos, or private ownerships. Unlike zoos, which often treats animals as commodities, sanctuaries treat them as patients requiring lifelong care and dignity. Furthermore, sanctuaries educate the public health ethically. They teach us to respect wildlife from a distance, fostering a culture of protection rather than possession. Zoos versus sanctuaries, the core differences. Understanding the fundamental shift in philosophy between these two institutions is crucial for making ethical choices. Zoos are for entertainment, driven by ticket sales and visitor experience. Breeding is for lifetime captivity. Space is limited for visibility. Sanctuaries equal protection, driven by animal welfare, no breeding allowed, space is expansive for animal privacy and comfort. A call for compassionate change. The evidence is clear. Zoos often cause harm through confinement, stress, and misleading conservation claims. In contrast, sanctuaries provide humane environments that prioritize the needs, freedom, and dignity of animals. Replacing zoos with sanctuaries represents a compassionate shift toward ethical wildlife protection. It is a move away from using animals for our amusement and toward respecting their inherent right to a natural life. References and sources. The following organizations and reports provide the evidence for this presentation. Born Free Foundation, Zoo Animals and Their Welfare. A comprehensive look at the physical toll of captivity. Humane Society of the United States, The Welfare of Animals in Zoos, reports detailing systemic issues in zoo management. PETA, 10 reasons why zoos should be closed. An analysis of the ethical arguments against animal display. World Animal Protection, Wildlife Sanctuaries versus Zoo. A guide to distinguishing ethical sanctuaries from roadside attractions. And last but not least, National Geographic, Captive Animals and Conservation. The debut continues. This investigates journalism and on the efficiency of breeding programs. That's all for my presentation. Thank you. Please wait.